I gotta go get it right. There you go.
First question. So, can you tell us who did you hang out with when you were a kid? And could you name their name?
Okay, when I was a kid, my best friend was Vicky Terry. We hung out together, and then there was Blondie and Kat and Brenda, and those are them. See, Blondie, Kat, and Brenda, Elaine. I'm trying to think. Oh, and Barbara Ann and Vaughn. Well, it was a lot of them. I'll put that. It was a lot of them. Yeah, it was a lot of them.
Things y'all did as
And then we hung out with me and Pat. And Pat, we used to hang out with your grandma, Thing, and Betty. Those was our we could we could go anywhere with them. Our mom, daddies, and mom and daddy didn't care because they knew if we were with them that we won't get in any trouble or be doing nothing that we didn't have to. But Betty and Thing, I'm telling you, there was two characters. It used to be a hill down here where they used to call the rabbit box. It was a hill down there. We would go down there a certain day and we would play on that hill and they would push you off the hill and we would jump off the hill and then the cemetery up here, they would hang around in the cemetery. I remember one time somebody died. I don't know who it was. And we was up there in the cemetery and I don't know if it was Fiend or Betty, whatever they got me and they had it was somebody else and they were gonna lay us on top of them graves. So, we was hollering and going on. But we had a youth, had a youth and we used to go up in the cemetery and clean the cemetery. Cause we had a youth and we would meet every week and we did all kind of different things. Aunt told us over us and we went to different churches and things and did presentations and youth we did a lot of the stuff that we had somebody that took up time and we went on Saturdays and we were there all day long. So yeah.
can you tell us a little more about the Red Hill?
Well, it was just the red. It was just it was kind of is that hill down there still low down there? Well, anyway, it was I guess where they had dug it out, and it was behind the rabbit box because I think they were done cleaned that yeah because the rabbit box the rabbit box ain't there no more because it was another barber shop put there. But that was where we used to hang out on that hill and play. And they had a phone booth down there that you could go down there and make phone calls because a lot of people didn't have phones. We had a phone booth down there. Yeah, they had a phone booth down there. Yeah. Oh Lord, Red Box. That's where everybody hung out at. With the Red Box and on Saturday nights, Friday nights. That's where we hung out. But then Pearl and them had a store over here where Tony Love stay. That used to be a store. We used to hang out over there. We used to go out there on Fridays and Saturdays, Sunday evenings. That's where we used to go and play music and dance and just hang out. Hmm.
So, what era of the Rabbit Box was you in? Was it big time or was it Walt
Was what now?
McCain? Because Walt McCain, he had it first.
Yeah, that's when it was Walt McCain. Yeah, it was Walt McCain. And then across the road, Lucius Spencer. He had a that was it was a low it was a building across the road there. And he had like a little place you could go and eat. And I think he had a place where you could probably go in there and buy little stuff. And then in the back, he had where you could go back in there and they had the jukebox and all that, yeah, like that. But it was a store across the road too. And then it was a store right down. It was a little bit of store down right down from there too. Um, Lord, Miss Summer Jean, not Miss Summer Jean, Miss Lord, I can't think of her name. But she's the one who had that little bitty place. It was a little joint down there too. Yeah. Hmm.
So, let's think about the foods we have today for Christmas or Thanksgiving, right?
Hmm.
What types of food did your grandma or your mama cook back then?
Oh, for Thanksgiving, turkey and ham and cakes and collard
Yeah, when
greens
you
and
say cake,
dumplings and potato, potato pies and yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause my daddy's mama, we would always have a Christmas. We would go over there. Yeah, we would go over there for dinner. All the family, she would cook for everybody, and we'd go there and eat all that good food. Oh yeah. Oh, oh, fond memory. I don't know. Her getting up in the morning and always singing and going on and getting our and cooking breakfast and stuff for us. Cause I stayed over there. I would go there and spend the night often. I did. I would go. Sometime I would go there and spend the night and get up the next morning and go to school. But whenever my mom don't let me go over there and spend the night, I would always go there and spend the night. You know, Fiend she was my aunt, but then she was more like a big sister. You know, she was more like a big sister. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. She was like a big sister to me.
So let me ask this: who to you are legends of the Philadelphia?
Who what?
Legends of the Philadelphia. You miss
Who do I miss?
like
Oh.
legends, just like they were so good. They took care of people. Just give me some legends of the Philadelphia, whether
Mm.
it's in our time now or time back then.
Well, I don't know. I can't really call no one purpose. Everybody,
Yeah, yeah,
everybody. They. I mean, if you need a cup of sugar or something, you could go to somebody and get some. Everybody was there for each other. I mean, everybody visit each other. Like now we get so busy we don't visit people, and then some people now don't want you to visit them. But uh, um, I would say kind of everybody was kind of there for each other. I mean, if anybody needed somebody was there to help them. So I can't really call no names or but then like this talk like Seal now. That Seal gave a lot of us. We had jobs where we could go and work in the fields during the summer and make money buy our school clothes with and stuff like that. Cause that's what I did. Yeah, I worked in the field and bought my school clothes. So
Tell us about the
yeah,
field. Tell us
yeah,
about the field.
yeah. And I mean that taught us how to. I mean, as a children now, they gets everything. You know, when we was coming up and whatever we got for Christmas, we held on to it because we knew if it tore up, we won't get them nothing. You know. But children now, I mean, you go buy them a high price cell phone or a tablet or something, and they break it and tear it up. Mom and daddy gonna go buy them nothing. But see, if we got something, we value what we got. We value children don't value stuff now. We value what we got. Or so because we didn't when something new came out, we didn't get it that first year. It might have been 2 or 3 years later when we got it. I mean, children now something new come out, they got it. And then they don't value it, you know.
All right. In our era, in the summertime, we had the summer program.
Hmm.
The summer program kept us out of trouble. It gave us something to do in the summertime. It
Hmm.
brought us together as
Hmm.
kids.
Hmm.
It wasn't too much. Oh, I bully him, and then we became
Hmm.
friends. No, it
Yeah.
wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Why the summer program ended, and why was the summer program good for us? Just give us something about the summer
But
program.
I don't know why it ended. So I know they got a summer program, down at Leak Street. But I don't know if anybody just didn't try to go and get it started again, or but it was a good thing for y'all. Gave you something to do, you know. And the children do they need stuff to do. because most now the kids now all they do is sit on these tablets or on these phones. I mean, when we was coming up, we get up in the morning, we was out those playing all day long, and our parents, most time when started getting dark, they would have to call us to come in the house and play. And then, I mean, a lot of times if we outside and we got hungry, we went and bought the grapes. If the grapes was out, we go pick up some grapes. We would pick up some plums. We pick up some alcohol. We would even pull up sour weeds. We find us some to eat outside. But I mean, we stayed outside and played all day long. We found things to do. At a certain time, we would play marbles. We would play jack rocks. We played jump rope. I mean, we had stuff and we had our playhouses. I mean, we found stuff to do. We played baseball. We played Cowboys and Indians. I was a girl. I played Cowboys and Indians. So I mean, so we did all of that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we would have our soups. Me feeding our bed and all of them and petting them. We'd get together. Feeding they go in. She get something from over their house. Come by and we get some of him. Bedding them. We get some, and we would go over there and Daddy Boots Bowen. He had a barn over there. Yeah, where he worked on his cars and stuff. And we would set that wash pot up and we would cook her one night. That's one place where we did it at different other places too. But I remember that place. And we would put all that food in there. And I remember one time we went over we were gonna cook a soup. And I remember Bernie Lee I think it was Bernie Lee got the gun, and I think it was him and Fiend and Pat or somebody. They went and they they killed a rabbit and they bought it back. And then I think it was Peanut. Somebody had some chickens. And they went to the chicken thing and they were doing so. They killed the chicken, brought the chicken back. So I mean, we had some good times. We had some good times. We did. Children, we had some good. But we had some good times. We did. We had some good times.
What one meal you miss back from your childhood that you wish you still had? Like a meal, your favorite meal growing up.
What now?
What was your favorite meal growing up?
My favorite meal.
Your mom would cook, your grandma. Yeah, favorite meal.
What was my favorite meal? My favorite meal was I'm just have I like grandma molasses and biscuits. Now that's what I like. I like grandma molasses, and my grandma used to make these homemade biscuits because she would make her own butter, and I'd go out there and sit for her to make them biscuits and come out and she put some butter in some bread. I'm telling you, yep.
No, that was good.
No, no. When we came to a cousin's house, she said that they used to make homemade butter and all that.
Yeah, they used to churn that butter. This.
No, go ahead, no, it's all right, go ahead.
Y'all gonna touch this foot right. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh yeah. Like I told you, we didn't have no telephones, right? But Grandma Sarah could holler all the way from over here. Grandma Sarah, well, you know where Grandma Sarah stayed at, and then right here across from the church, that's where Grace and them stay, Raymond and Grace and them stay. But I mean, say if and I even grew up hollering and calling y'all. But I mean, it's similar. They would holler and call each other and have a conversation. I mean, just think about from way over there to up there. But they could they could they could. Yeah, they had good looms. Oh yeah, they were hollering cows. Oh yeah.
That's 40 years, too.
Mm.
Okay, so you got the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, 2020, 2010s. Which decade was the best for you?
Oh, I think I call my days coming up the good old days. I do. I mean, even though back in them days, a lot of us we didn't have, a lot of people didn't have televisions. A lot of people didn't have telephones. A lot of people didn't have bathrooms in the house. We used to have to. Granddaddy had a pump out there. That's where we went and got our water. Grandma Sarah and them had a spring. That's where we went and got our water. A lot of people had springs, wells, and if you wash, you had your wash machine. Some people had the tub and the rubbing bowl. Some people did get a wash machine, not like the wash machines in there now, with the one that you wash the clothes and then they had a little thing that spin around and you put your clothes in there, but you had to be careful that it didn't grab your hand. And then you had your tub with the water in, and you would rinse them out, and then you would rinse them out in the tub. Then you put them back through that thing again, and then you hang on the line and take them in and fold them up, and so. But I still call them the good old days, because I don't know.
But you just saying the line, most kids probably gonna think you talking about a telephone.
Oh no, the clothesline, yeah.
Kids nowadays and think about church.
Was you there when the truck blew down?
Yeah, I remember that.
You tell us about that.
All I know is, I mean, it won't no real if I'm remembering right, it won't real stormy and raining and wind blowing and stuff like that. But all I know is we looked out in the church and blew down. So.
That was like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Did the church? I know not exactly, but did it look like it is now?
Oh no, it was wood. It was planks. It won't stone. It won't bricks.
Was it a lot of people in the church?
Yeah.
Was it as big as it is now?
Mm, I can't. I don't know. It might have been. It might have been. Yeah. It was wood. It was wood. It won't stones or bricks. It was like wood.
Oh yeah, Mr. Albert said that's the third church right now.
Third.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I don't remember. I,
That
Wait a minute. Oh, now I know. I remember that right there, and then they built some more onto it because back there where they fellowship hall and everything, that used to be where we had service and everything. And then they built the where the service at now. They built that on. I remember that.
I
Yeah,
thought it was the other way around.
yeah.
How you think these videos can change Philadelphia? Yeah, that's probably a question.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of. I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping. I mean, because we came a long way. We have come a long way, and so many people have given up their lives for us to get to where we are now. I mean, we still got things that we got to work hard. Black people's got to work hard to get what they get. But at least we can get it if we just stay focused and do it. I mean, you think about how these people marched and everything for us to get civil rights and different rights and things. And then you look at some of our young people now and it's like they just don't care. I mean, they don't realize what these people went through to get them to where they can go out and get a decent education, they can get decent jobs. When we was coming up working in the peach field, cotton field, tobacco field, that's mostly what black folks could do. They didn't are either working in white folks' houses, cleaning their houses and taking care of their kids because the white folks was in the mills and stuff making the money. And that's the kind of job that we had to do until everything started changing around. And because I remember I went to the mill one time and I would have been the first black woman that they hired in the mill. So I mean, they didn't black folks couldn't work in these kind of jobs that they working in now. They did. I mean, come to think of like in pennies and all the I can't remember. I don't know if penny by 10 cent store and then all the I can't remember no black folks working in them. And you definitely ain't go in there and sit down and eat. You had to get your food, come back out. or you went to a restaurant, you went right to the back door. Mean Fiend and Betty and Pat, Mean Fiend and Betty and Pat and probably Burnley and Squeeze and a lot of them. We would go over. I believe it was on a Monday. We would go over there to Rebels, which is Rebels ain't here now, but we would go over there to Rebels. They had some good chicken, and then we would get our little money together and go over there on Mondays, go around to the back, all our chicken, sit in the car, come back, go in, then go back and get the chicken, cause we couldn't go in. But all the white folks were going in the front door, but we had to go right to the back. So, so
And
they
something, I mean, just listen to that, it wasn't that long ago.
that was in '60s. That now that was in the '60s. That was in the '60s. Cause I graduated in '67, and then I think it's around about '68 or whatever when they segregated the schools. But then I mean you still didn't go all the way. It took a while before it went all the way. But they had like two or three children. They had maybe two blacks that went to the white school or something like that. So that was in the '60s now. They ain't been that long ago.